And we're live.
Hey, we did it.
Hey. Hello. Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Sean,
Hi.
you're still in the US of A. What's with that? You're coming home soon.
Yep, I show up tomorrow. Actually, I have to go through Edmonton both ways, which
I'm so
really
sorry.
sucks. Yeah,
That's
so
weird.
and with the whole get there 2 hours early. I have 12 hours of travel ahead of me
Great.
for what should be like a 3-hour flight.
Direct flight. That is really weird.
Yeah. Is it just cheaper that way?
I think it was probably cheaper.
Yeah. That makes sense. The landing fees
Or
in
the-
Calgary are
Did you book it or
disgusting.
did the family?
I booked it.
But you get to see Edmonton's lovely airport that everyone completely loves and does not hate.
Yeah, in Nisku. You get to see
Nisku? Is that the
you
name
get to
of it?
see Edmonton's beautiful airport in Nisku, the town that's about 15 minutes out of Edmonton.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I've actually
it's
never
like-
been to that airport.
I always thought it was Leduc. I keep forgetting it's not even Leduc.
Why isn't
Leduc
it
is a little
Edmonton?
further? Because the Edmonton one is shut down. The municipal airport.
That one shut down ages ago, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while
okay.
for sure.
Yeah, so the biggest airport and the biggest international airport near Edmonton is not in Edmonton.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be leaving the gate.
Sure. Yeah, you're
Um,
transferring there, right?
Yeah,
For the 20-minute flight to Calgary from Edmonton.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have to sit there for 2 or 3 hours first.
The layover. Yeah.
So
That's
yeah, that'll
crazy.
be nice. That'll be fun.
It'll give you some time to catch up on some mobile gaming. All those
That's right.
iOS
I
games
picked
you
up
bought.
so many mobile games
Yeah.
this last week. I don't know. I kept waiting for them to announce hey, it's the July 4th sale or something, but just everything went on sale. It was weird.
That is weird. 7 is a total count? Or did it go up more?
Of games I bought/downloaded. I think it actually may be 8 because there was a random one that someone just
Okay.
recommended to me that was an old free one.
I saw you were
should
keeping a tally. I just didn't know if maybe there was more after the last. I think your last update
think-
was 7.
Actually, I think it's 7. I thought it was more.
Okay, well, 7 is quite a bit.
I have 7 new games since the last cast.
Okay,
That is crazy. You're usually not the kind of guy to buy that many games,
yeah.
even if they're as cheap as mobile games.
Well, I mean, they were on sale, so might as well get them now. I want them sooner or later.
Is there any one that you're looking forward to for the trip?
Yep. I'll get into it shortly. I'll talk
Okay.
about what we've been playing. I realized I didn't update the doc with what I've been playing, but
Gotcha.
I mean, yeah. Let's just get into it. June 29th. This is the top-down perspective. I'm Sean Booker,
I'm Paul Fleck.
I'm John Wheeler.
and we already kind of started with me. So what have I been playing?
Mm-hmm.
You ask.
I have asked that question, yeah.
Okay, so probably the best one I've been playing on my phone is called Cat Quest.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. I have
I've
this on
been-
Switch.
I was going to get this on PC, actually, a while back.
Right. I think it just came out on Switch, or it's about to come out on Switch.
No, the sequel just got announced. It's been out on Switch for months.
For a couple
Okay,
months.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sequel had just been announced.
Yeah.
It sounds like it has co-op. Sounds pretty cool. Yeah, this game's $2 on iOS right now, or it was a couple days ago.
Okay.
And this game's really good. It's basically good Pokemon Quest.
Okay.
So in Pokemon Quest, when you do each mission, your dumb as doornail Pokemon just kind of run towards the enemy, regardless of if the enemy's attacking or anything, and you don't have any control over them.
Right.
I guess you can choose when to do specific attacks, but it doesn't really matter. You just hit the auto button and you watch the screensaver go. In this one, you have direct control over your cat, knight, adventurer, or whatever. And I should by direct control, I should say you tap and drag it around where you want it to go. But you can actually dodge attacks, which is huge, which is great. If it's right by an enemy, it'll just continuously slash it. And then you
Okay.
can hold down on the cat to bring up pause the game to bring up a small menu of your magic spells you can use. And there's fire a spell. I have a lightning one, and I have a heal spell. And then it has loot, so you're equipping stuff and you get to see it on your character. So right now I have like a huge witch's hat that covers like its whole head, which is pretty funny. And what's actually really nice about the loot is there's not a ton of different ones. So when you get a repeat of the same thing, it just combines with the one you have, and that one's now stronger.
Okay.
Which is kind of nice and like streamlined with that.
Right, because you would want that anyway. Like, just give it to me, easy.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the game seems pretty huge. There's like a ton to do in it. The map seems real big, but there's tons of little dungeons that you can go into. There's little towns. There's tons of cat puns. Yeah. And there's just side quests, and job boards, and all these different things. And it's pretty light in terms of what you're doing. You just send your character over there and you kind of dodge their attacks.
Yeah.
And the way that works is when the enemy, it'll have like a red field show up around it, and when that field like fills up, that's when they're going to attack. So you kind of know, oh, I gotta get out of there real quick, and you know the radius of the attack.
Right.
But yeah, I super recommend it. I'm having a great time with that, and I'm pretty excited. The sequel just got announced for next year, and it has co-op. So that sounds real good.
That does sound fun for sure.
And then, like I just kind of said, Cat Quest is a good Pokemon Quest. Pokemon Quest proper came out on the phone.
Oh, so did it?
I'm back on my bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's free on phones now. I believe both. It's on both. I'd say like if it fits better on the phone because it's like a free-to-play game with timers and stuff on it. Whereas when you're doing it with the Switch, it's like I could be playing like Zelda on this.
Anything.
But instead, I have this shitty screensaver going. Yeah. On my phone, it kind of seems a little less harsh because it's like, okay, well, this is kind of like where it started, and I can also pull this out of my pocket. I can do this on the train easily or at my desk. So that's just kind of something I have on in the background every now and then. That is still a bad game that you should not buy. Yeah.
Agreed. I definitely agree.
Yeah. So that's all I've been playing phone-wise that I picked up. Picked up more stuff, but I haven't started it yet. I'm going to finish up Cat Quest first.
Would you say Cat Quest is worth picking up then? Just in general?
I know it's significantly cheaper or more expensive on the other platforms.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like close to $10 on Steam or something like that. Maybe $7 to $10, somewhere around there. It's $2 right now on iOS, so I would definitely recommend that. I know the Switch one, it's like close to $20 or $30.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Which seems crazy for a game that's going to feel so much like a mobile game where you're just kind of sending your character there and watching them attack.
Cat Quest is 50% off on Steam for $7 Canadian. So I guess 5-ish American probably.
Maybe. Yeah. I would check your phones and see what it is there, especially if you have an iOS device. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I'm enjoying it. I mean, $5 wouldn't, that would be fine. That's the regular price on iOS, and if I had known, I probably would have paid that.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm continuing with The Division. I'm still enjoying that quite a bit.
How far in are you? Level check. What level are you?
14.
Okay, about halfway there. Cool.
Yeah, 30's the cap, right?
Yes.
Or did they raise the cap in like DLC?
I don't think they raised it, no.
Okay. I guess story-wise, I just beat like the cleaners. They're like the guys that shoot fire. Like those missions are fun. It took me and my buddy a while to figure out because we were like, man, all the story missions you need, like they say what recommended level, and we were always like 2 below it, and all the encounters were giving us such a little XP. So we're like, are we just supposed to like grind? And it started getting really annoying. But then we find out if you scroll like way past all the missions and way past all the encounters, there's events, which are like another type of side quest, and those give you the experience. So we hadn't been doing any of those, so that's what we're doing now.
Gotcha.
I wish it just kind of vocalized that a little better, because we were at a point where it's like, I guess we're just gonna grind, and this kind of sucks. But yeah, no, I'm still enjoying The Division. It still looks great. It's still just a fun loot shooter.
And you're playing it with your buddy?
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
Because Yeah, free on Game Pass, so why not?
Totally. Mm-hmm.
Probably the game I've spent the most time this week is Mario Tennis Aces.
Okay. Tell me about Mario Tennis
John,
Aces.
I'm assuming you played some of it?
Played what?
Mario Tennis?
Oh, yeah, a tiny bit, like on stream. Like a fraction. I think I did like 3 missions maybe, and a couple online matches.
Okay. Are you liking it?
Yeah, it seemed good. I thought the changes that they had there were good. Nothing really aggravating, I guess. Maybe the racket breaking. My issue is apparently there are a couple of overpowered characters online right now. So there are
I haven't
some
played
annoying.
any online. I don't know.
Apparently,
Is Boo one of them?
Yeah. How'd you guess?
Well, so in the mission one, there's these. I gotta say, I'm bad at this game. I'm gonna give you 2 reasons why I'm so bad at this game. One, I have that left Joy-Con issue where Mario's always running to the right.
Oh.
So that makes tennis playing a little difficult. Because it just shows up. I shouldn't say always. It kind of shows up randomly, but it'll just be like, all right, lining up this smash. Wait, Mario, where are you going? No, the ball. No, Mario. So that happens every now and then. And then the other thing is there's these like rally missions in some of the worlds where it's like, hey, you got to get to like 300 points, but I'm not going to make it easy. And Boo, that was his one. Was probably the hardest and the one I've failed the most on, because he has these crazy curve shots. Yeah, I had to play that one over and over and over again.
That sounds about right.
Who are the other ones?
Rosalina and apparently Bowser Jr. Apparently, I've seen a lot of people super angry. I've heard some people complaining like crazy about Bowser Jr.
Okay. Yeah, so I haven't done any of the online. I've just been playing the missions. I'm on the boss of the 3rd world, so the snow world. And this is my first Mario Tennis game. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, don't forget to play at least a match of online, because if you play one tournament match, I think you get the next unlockable character early.
Yeah, I was watching a Giant Bomb video, and I think they were looking at that, and I think if you play in like the July tournament, you get a character. If you play in the August tournament, you get a character. And if you play in the September tournament, you get a character.
Yeah, you get them early. You still get them otherwise, but you get them, I think, it's a couple weeks early.
Just because it's June?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we know what those characters are?
Koopa Troopa, Blooper, and Shy Guy, I think. I know that they announced another 3 characters, and there was Diddy Kong, Birdo, and someone else was in that set. Like, there's going to be more DLC coming?
Yeah. Okay. Are those free?
Yeah, they're free and in the fall.
Okay. Cool. I'm trying to think who that 6th character would be.
I can look it up. I think it was another Bowser minion.
Those are like my least interesting, like my least favorite characters.
John, tell me about the single player. Because last time we talked, John hadn't touched much of it yet, and you were looking forward to trying it at all.
Koopa Paratroopa was the one I couldn't remember.
So there's Koopa Troopa and Paratroopa?
Yeah, I mean, that's standard. Double Dash had that.
Yeah, I guess.
Story mode forces you into it, like when you turn on the game, basically. You have to like do a couple missions. The storyline is that Wario and Waluigi found an ancient cursed tennis racket and ended up trying to convert Mario into a demon to bring forth the ultimate evil, but Luigi took it instead. And as a result, Luigi is also now cursed, so Mario has to go out on a mission.
Luigi took that bullet for his brother.
Oh, man.
And I think he just really wanted the racket. So now Mario's on a mission to go save Luigi and defeat Wario and Waluigi by learning tennis.
Great.
Well, he already knows tennis. He starts out in like the finals of like this tennis match. And then all the shenanigans happen, and then he has to go out on this quest.
Yeah.
Which I think that's kind of funny. It's like, so Mario, he's clearly good at tennis. He was in the finals of whatever was happening. And then you go into your first thing, and this guy's like, you got to show me if you're any good before I let you in this door. And like the first tennis racket you get is like, hey, I'll make you a wooden racket if you want. And it's better than like whatever racket you were using. Like, What was Mario using that he got to the finals where this wooden one?
I think the trick is everyone else is terrible at tennis.
I guess. Except Boo.
Except Boo.
Except that fucking Boo.
He's
God,
undead. He's had plenty of time.
Also, that level, not the level where you do that specific one, but the level you get from Boo's area, the haunted one with all the mirrors, sucks. So all the stages have like a gimmick involved. So the first stage, is like the forest area, and there's a bunch of pipes in the middle of the net, and PD piranha plants will just come up and just like eat the ball every now and then and shoot it back at you. So here's the thing: is all these things never happen to the enemy. So like Boo's one is there's 2 mirrors flying around, and if you shoot the ball into the mirror, it'll like come out the other mirror back at you. But if the enemy shoots the ball into the mirror, it'll come out of the other mirror and it'll still go at me. It doesn't go back at them ever. There's a really annoying one. You're on a pirate ship because they have a tennis court on their pirate ship.
Of course they do.
Actually, that's probably like my favorite part of this thing is just all these weird scenarios where they just have like a pristine tennis court set up wherever you are.
Ready for it.
Yeah, exactly. So the pirate ship one has the mast with the crow's nest right in the middle, and the ball can bounce off of it, and it always goes in some weird direction. Even if you're like serving, you got to make sure you don't serve it into the mast because it can go off court after that. But it sucks because it's so hard to figure out where it's going, and and then it's even harder if Mario keeps running to the right. But that's a problem just for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm enjoying the story mode. I wish there was more missions per world. It seems like there's about 3 or 4, and one of which is like the final mission. One will be like, hey, just get a whole bunch of points in a rally. And then, the other 2 might be like kind of story-based stuff. So I wish there was kind of more to it. It seems like it's going to be kind of short. Yeah. But they then make up for it by making it just like incredibly difficult, which that's kind of the big frustration. So even though there's only 4 missions per world, you have to play each of them like 40 times. Or at least that's what I'm kind of running into. I'll get lucky every now and then. I can do it like after 2 or 3, but I don't think any of them except maybe the first one I was like, I just flew through those. There's like that never really happens.
Gotcha.
Especially if Mario keeps running to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, though, I'm having fun.
Have you played since they patched the single player a little bit?
I played right before this, so I guess. What did they change?
Then I guess okay.
I don't know if
apparently they lowered the difficulty on a couple things apparently in story mode.
Oh, great! Good. That sounds awesome. I don't know if I got the patch. Theoretically, my Switch should just do it automatically, but I don't remember it asking me to update, so maybe I don't.
Mine's been weird. It used to auto update, but now I have too many things, so it just doesn't do it anymore. I have to like manually pick everything and click update.
Right. How small is your memory card?
250 gigs.
And you get mostly physical games. I don't get how you fill it up so fast.
I have a lot of games on my Switch.
I guess so, yeah. You should delete some.
Nah.
Anyway, I'm having a good time with it. That's probably what I'll be playing for a lot of next week. Actually, that's not true, because I picked up that Donkey Kong DLC for Rabbids.
Oh, man.
But I held off playing it because I wanted to stick with some tennis so I could talk more about that. So that's probably my big next week game. But I'm excited to jump into that. Anyway, that's all I've been playing.
Cool. I'm just going to get mine out of the way real quick. I have been playing Rage to catch up for our monthly thing, so I can't talk about it here. But
right.
But boy, that's a boring game. I have some opinions on some things, so stay tuned for that when we do that eventually. Right. So that's why I'm gonna just politely step aside and ask John what he's been playing this week as well.
All right, all my gaming this week has been on streams. So obviously a little bit of Aces. Played on Monday a lot of the Cruisin' games. So Cruisin' USA, Cruisin' World, and Cruisin' Exotica.
Okay.
I did not realize that studio eventually became Raw Thrills, But having played those games on stream on the N64, I could totally feel like it. I could totally feel the raw thrills like appearing as you played the games.
What is Raw Thrills?
Raw Thrills is a company that basically controls all arcade games right now. They've done all like those like Fast and Furious arcade racing games, like those power bikes things. Like if you go to any arcade and see a bunch of racing games, probably done by Raw Thrills.
Oh, Doodle Jump Arcade.
Yes, there we go. That's their big -- hit.
I mean, it probably is.
I honestly don't know. I don't think I've actually ever seen a Doodle Jump arcade machine.
They also did Guitar Hero Arcade.
Oh, was that them?
Which I've seen that one for sure. I'm pretty sure I've seen Doodle Jump.
Like I said, they are probably the biggest company in arcade games right now. Not necessarily for good reasons. So a lot of their games are kind of but they get a lot of licenses. I believe they were the company that were doing that new Ninja Turtles beat 'em up, which I have not heard anything about since.
That's what this Wikipedia article says. Apparently, they're also doing a Halo arcade game.
Wow.
Halo Fireteam Raven, which is 2018. I don't know if it's out yet already. I can't click it.
So,
but yeah,
Cruising USA is the only one I ever played. So,
yeah, those games are weird, man.
Yeah,
like especially after USA. USA was like straightforward.
Yeah,
rubber banding, nothing too terrible.
Yeah, it was fine.
World, you had to do like tricks and shit to save time, and like you could drive on 2 wheels, and the AI just for some reason on the last stage just rubber band like mad.
Great. Okay.
And then Exotica, like the perk was, at least with USA and World, you had unlimited continues, but Exotica's like, yeah, you only have 2 continues, but the more you play the game, the more credits we'll give you. They never gave me any more credits.
Weird.
So we beat 2 of them that night, but the third one just shut us down immediately.
I just found out they released one in 2007 called Cruisin' on the Wii.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been trying to find that one.
Okay.
Apparently that one is trash.
I believe it. Oh man, these scores.
There was one last year called Cruisin' Blast.
There was?
What? That's what this Wikipedia
Holy
article says.
shit, there was? Yeah. Oh, there's nothing on it though.
Oh, it's an arcade game.
Yeah, I'm just looking at their arcade games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, so I have seen this somewhere. I was wondering what the hell this was. I didn't realize this was a brand new machine. Also licensed by Nintendo.
Yeah. In January of 2017. Damn, man. Year and a half old.
5 exciting courses, over 20 vehicles, over 1,000 dynamic color-changing LEDs, cutting-edge graphics and sounds.
Sounds
family-friendly gameplay. Ugh. Okay.
Okay. It seems like Raw Thrills. They both develop and publish games, so not all of these were developed by them.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Oh yeah, I see that Fire Team. Oh my God, that's a huge cabinet. That Halo game.
They made a game on the Wii called Target: Terror, and this box art
Target
looks
Terror's the
so
best.
bad.
Target Terror's the best because it's terrible. It's just it's basically Area 51. It's an FMV light gun game.
Oh my God.
It's box art. Oh my God.
One of the arcades here in town used to have it. It was great.
Okay, it's also it's on the Wii.
I believe I have it on the Wii actually.
This box art's real good. That frown, man, that is a terrorist through and through.
Hell yeah, I have Target Terror for Wii. Fucking set for life on that one.
Great.
All right.
Yeah. That Halo cabinet looks crazy though.
What made you want to play all the cruising games?
So it was subscribers night, so they picked games, like people sent in games and I picked ones I hadn't beaten before and tried to beat them. And I figured cruising was real short. And then as a joke, we finished the first one real fast. So we're like, oh, maybe we'll just move on to the next one. And then someone put it on the list. So we went to play the next one. And then it happened a third time.
Okay.
So that's how we ended up playing all the cruising games unintentionally.
Cool.
Yeah, this Halo game is 4 players in one cabinet. That's crazy.
Is there one in Calgary?
No? I don't know. Like if you click on the page on Raw Thrills, you can see the cabinet. And there's a YouTube video.
Could be fun.
I think it's Yeah, it's a light gun game, or like one of those turret-based light gun games. Because you can see, yeah, like you've got you're basically like all on warthogs and you're firing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
So for what it is, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
It's not 10 players like Killer Queen though.
True.
No. Oh,
Man.
they did Space Invaders Frenzy? That makes sense.
I want to
they've
play
done
this.
a lot of stuff here. Holy crap.
It looks pretty fun.
I knew they did a lot. I didn't think they'd done this much.
Yeah.
Apparently this Halo game you can connect it to your gamer tag.
Really?
Like it says players can easily link their Xbox Live gamer tag /accounts
Yeah.
via QR code for exclusive stats and rewards. I wonder if there's achievements.
Nickelodeon Nicktoons Nitro. And like every big buck hunter game.
It's 3,060 pounds, it says.
Which game is the Halo one?
The Halo one.
Seems probably about right.
Well, of course, it's like 4 seats, 2 giant screens with turrets and everything.
Yep.
That's crazy, though.
Man, I really need to do a day going out to different arcades and just playing all night again. It's been so long.
Well, you're on to Edmonton. They have
Circuit Circus?
No. It's like our equivalent is like Dave and Buster's. I saw it up there. It was by the West Edmonton Mall. I think it wasn't called like Game Room. What was it?
Rec Room? We have one here too.
I think it was Rec Room. Rec Room.
Yeah, we
have one in Calgary now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's probably where you'll get most of your arcading.
Yeah. You're probably right. You're probably right, Sean. Yeah. Anything else, John? You've been playing?
Played Bayonetta 1 on stream on Wednesday. So I did a promo for Sega where they just wanted a bunch of people to promote that Bayonetta 1 was on sale in the Steam sale, that Vanquish was on sale in the Steam sale, and a bunch of other stuff. So we ended up playing Bayonetta 1 for like a couple hours.
How does it hold up?
It's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Little janky on the camera at times.
Okay.
And I forgot how much that game just kind of throws your feet to the fire a couple stages in.
I'm trying to remember. There's specific parts I remember about that game that are like much later in like the tunnel going through like some like celestial garbage and stuff. Like I remember a lot of late game stuff. I don't remember that game's opening at all.
You start in the graveyard.
Scene? Okay.
Yeah, the graveyard scene before you get the guns. Then you fight on top of that airplane that's crashing.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you go to, I think it's Vigard was the name of the city, and you just kind of deal with a bunch of stuff there. You find that reporter with the scarf.
Yeah, I remember that whole part feeling very Devil May Cry to me.
Yeah, but then there's a lot of insta-kill bullshit traps that I forgot about were in that game, like running away from insta-kill lava. Some of I forgot how difficult some of the challenges were, especially if you're not like properly prepared for them. Some of those
the challenges,
were really rough.
Yeah.
Some of those challenge rooms were super rough. Also, a lot of those are hidden really crazy. Like you have to like go do a bunch of things, then wander back. Otherwise, the gate won't be there.
Oh, weird. Huh.
Yeah. But I still really like that game.
Yeah.
Everyone's telling me Bayonetta 2 is... Everyone tells me Bayonetta 2 is better in everything except the ending. So I've been wondering if I should just finally bite the bullet and finish Bayonetta 2.
You should. That game's not long, if I remember.
Yeah, but I haven't been in the right mood to play that kind of game is the problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
And right now, if I was going to play a game like that-ish, I would probably be focusing on the new God of War. I know it's not quite the same, but...
Yeah, I don't know if I would compare those really. One of them, I just feel like the tone and themes of it are just like they could not be more opposite.
I mean, the combat itself is completely different, just in general.
Yeah. Like, I think you're thinking of old God of War combat. That's a little closer. Because one's like Happy Time Woman, and she's just having a great time killing all these demons. Kratos is a very stoic and just upset man.
Aren't we all?
All right, did you play anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, let's do some news.
Cool.
Not a lot this week. We got the games with gold for July, which I think I just saw a tweet that they're like live already.
Okay.
But it's Assault Android Cactus
That's a good game.
and Death Squared.
I don't think I know that one at all.
I reviewed that one on the Switch. It's like it's okay.
What is it? A puzzle game?
Yeah, it's a puzzle game. It's like a physics puzzle game.
Okay.
With like some like a knockoff like kind of GLaDOS robot humor.
Oh. Okay.
We also got Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown and Splinter Cell Conviction.
I like Conviction.
It's okay. It's fine. I think it's like the only one I played through because it's the least Splinter Cell of them all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I would say not a strong.
I don't remember a lot of things between Conviction and Blacklist.
Blacklist was the last one. I did not play that one for sure. I think Conviction was the one where it was like more actiony and it wasn't a stealth game.
Okay. Because which one of them had a part that was like a first-person shooter? Was that Blacklist? You know what?
I think you're thinking.
This is going off the
Conviction?
rails.
Is that on Conviction? I don't remember that in Conviction. Conviction has the whole like you can like target people and then he'll just shoot all of them.
Yeah, that's a thing for sure. Okay. Blacklist is the one that's weird. Okay, anyways, let's just move on. It's fine.
Right. We got the July PlayStation Plus games. Heavy Rain and Absolver on the PS4. And then we got Rayman 3 and Deception 4 on the PlayStation 3. And then Space Overlords and then the Final Zero Escape game on the Vita. So
nice.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Finish the trilogy if you haven't.
I thought Heavy Rain was already, like, very recently in this lineup.
I don't know about very recently, but I'm pretty sure you're right that it's been on there at least once. I think it was around when Beyond came out.
I don't know. I don't think they've ever done the same game twice.
No, you know what? I got confused here. Beyond was before Detroit came out. Now Heavy Rain is after Detroit.
Yeah,
but Heavy Rain was on a huge sale, and you got it for free if you pre-ordered Detroit. That's what I got confused in my head.
Okay.
Okay.
But now it's just free if you have PS Plus.
Yeah. Next month, at least.
Also, Absolver, that's probably the way to get that game. That game's super fun, but, like, for free with PS Plus, that's a good download.
Sure. Speaking of good downloads for free, let me talk to you about July's Game Pass games, because, like,
yeah,
this is real strong. If there's ever been a month to jump on Game Pass, I think it's next month.
It's pretty good.
I'm just gonna start with the showstoppers. Vermintide 2 is coming to consoles, and it's free with Game Pass.
Fuck yeah,
nice.
That's an amazing game.
Like, good on Xbox for getting that, just scooping that right up there.
Yep.
So that doesn't come out until the 11th, but when it does, you just get it for free. I'm excited to play that, and like everyone's gonna have it, so co-op buddies for sure. That's a great one to have.
Yep.
And then the other one that has me excited is Shadow Complex Remastered. That game is awesome.
Yeah.
That game's super good.
Yep.
Abzu, also really like that game. Just going through the rest of these. Fallout 3, Elder Scrolls Oblivion,
sure.
Whatever Zombie Army trilogy is.
Okay. That's
Dirt 4.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Zombie Army trilogy is, if you remember, they made that like Sniper Elite zombie game where you were fighting zombies with the like,
Sniper Elite.
With the Sniper Elite engine. Basically, it was just like it's basically Sniper Elite Left 4 Dead with like in that engine with sniper rifles and stuff. It's that, and that's what that is.
Okay, that sounds lame.
It's kind of lame. It's slow moving. So
okay.
Yeah.
Human Fall Flat, which is a silly game.
Yeah.
Bomber Crew, which it's coming out first. It's launching with Game Pass. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
It also says additional titles will be announced during July.
Cool.
On July 10th. That's a strong month. That's a strong
good
month for sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited for like at least 2 or 3 of those games.
I mean, if you're one of these kids that just got an Xbox One or whatever, like this, and you have Game Pass, this is a good month for you to catch up on some Fallout.
If you're anyone with an Xbox with Game
no, because
Pass.
I've had Fallout 3 and Oblivion, Shadow. I've had all these games forever. But like, if you're like building up your backlog, this is a strong month for you to like get into Fallout 3 and Oblivion and Shadow Complex specifically. See those games.
Yeah, I'm excited for Vermintide 2. I heard so much about that game, so
that's a great game.
Mm-hmm. From Paul in particular, actually.
Paul was one of them. Yep.
I love it.
All right, Overwatch announced a new character.
Oh my god!
Got this one sent
Hell
in.
Yeah.
Is it actually just called Wrecking Ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Wrecking Ball, it's a hamster in a spherical robot turret, gunning turret thing. The hamster's name is Hammond.
Yeah, of course
it's a pretty good hamster name.
Yeah, you get it?
Hamster name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, speaking of which, I didn't say this at the beginning. I went and saw Jurassic World 2 yesterday.
Yep.
That movie is so bad.
Ooh, really? That bad?
It is so bad.
Yeah, I could see it.
I went in there. I was not expecting it to be that bad. I was like, I mean, these reviews are not good, but like, maybe no, it is so bad. Like, I was shocked. Yeah. I would say the entire second half of that movie is just the dumbest thing.
Okay. Did you watch, I guess it would just be called Jurassic World, right? Like the first one? Or is there... Yeah.
Yep.
Did you watch that one? You were okay with that one, right?
I was like, this is fine, sure.
Like,
it's
it was
Jurassic Park again.
It was dumb, but like in a way that was entertaining at least.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, so this is just not an entertaining dumb.
I mean, like I said, I think the first half it's pretty it's fun. But then like just the shit that happens, it's like this is so dumb.
Okay.
This is not even like reasonable that this could happen. Like, oh god, it's so dumb.
Okay. Sure.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I just had to say that. Anyway, yeah, this hamster, you guys got to say anything about this?
It's so good.
It looks like that I was seeing a little bit of the gameplay. It has like a grappling hook so you can like fling yourself around.
I mean, like a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like a wrecking ball. It's exactly like a wrecking ball. Is this going to get you to come back to Overwatch?
No.
Yeah, I kind of sailed on Overwatch, but that's a fun character.
I mean, I played it for like 5 hours a couple days ago.
Oh, okay. Okay. But, so are you going to try out some wrecking ball?
Sure. Why not?
I saw one of his like victory emotes was Divas, where she's on top of her suit with like the piece, but the hamster's doing it.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty silly.
I just think it's cute.
And then this last one, Paul, you submitted on the Discord.
I submitted. Oh yes, yes. So Edmund McMillan, the creator of Binding of Isaac, Super Meat Boy, blah blah blah, was teasing something this week called Binding of Isaac 4 Souls, and he announced what it was, and it's a Kickstarter for a card game. And it's a multiplayer...
Binding of Isaac card game.
It's a Binding of Isaac multiplayer card, like deck building card game that you play with friends or whatever. Basic idea is that you have a character that you would choose like you would in Binding of Isaac, and they all have different abilities. And your goal is to kill enemies in the dungeon or whatever to get more abilities and more powerful so you can take on bosses and collect their souls, and the first player with 4 souls wins. It seems real cool, but more importantly, it was funded in an hour and a half, because of course it was. They're asking 50,000 American dollars, US dollars. And it was backed like right away. It is currently at almost $1 million Canadian. So
yeah, 903,000 Canadian.
Oh, Canadian. I was like, wait, Canadian. I did not see a number that big.
Converted from $682,955.
Yeah,
US.
Yeah, so $500,000 US, over $500,000 US already. 27 days left to go. This is the first time I'm actually jumping on a Kickstarter myself to get a physical thing.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at this, I might actually also.
You gotta. So I'm looking at these stretch goals, and they're not money based. They're like activity based, which is always just kind of like, all right, calm down, guys. But like they need people to retweet this Kickstarter thing 7,777 times. That's the one they're missing.
Yeah, for the next one.
You only need 4 out of 5 to unlock the next.
Oh, you're right.
So they've got that one done.
I thought it was.
Look at Sheol. Sheol's the one you're looking for.
Yeah, I saw that one first. Yeah, you're right.
Sheol, yeah. Yep. I don't know. I think that's fun.
Why don't you do this? All of you sent in a picture of yourself worshiping Satan with hashtag Tears for Satan, because they need 40 of those.
I have not yet. I could, I guess. I submitted a mother poem. If that counts.
Submitted a mother. Was that from the womb?
I don't know. It feels like it's probably from a few days ago.
40 poems about their moms. So you did submit one?
I did.
That's nice.
Yeah.
He got fans to draw 30 pictures of him nude.
Yep.
And then in brackets it says, I'm fat, hairy, and brownish.
Yep.
Hey, all right.
Yeah. More importantly, he didn't answer my question, the hard-hitting question of, are you going to release an official digital version for Tabletop Sim? And I will continue asking until I get an answer.
Okay.
No, I will continue asking until I get the answer I am okay with, which is yes.
You pledged the $777 one?
I did not know. But now knowing that John might be interested, maybe we could go halfies on like one of the ones where you get more shit. Because I think there's one where you get 4 copies of the game to give out. Maybe there isn't. I haven't read all these tiers. I was just gonna get the $35 one.
I'm just looking at the images there.
This is coming real soon. It's delivering in November. So like,
no, this is ready.
Really soon.
This is done.
Very fast for a quick starter. For a Kickstarter. You might call it a quick starter.
You might, yeah. No, apparently this is done. Like, and now they're just adding on to it.
So he's just using it as a pre-order system, I guess.
Yeah, essentially. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, there's no multiple one unless you buy a box of boxes, which I think is 10 copies for 200.
Yeah, but that's also only the base game. You don't get any special stuff, so never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather pay a little bit less and get like a t-shirt, at least. Yeah, no, I think this is really cool, and I am excited to maybe play this with people if I could find 3 people that would be willing to play in person, or more importantly, until somebody scans all these and uploads them for free into Tabletop Sim, and then I could play with literally anybody with Tabletop Sim.
Maybe you should do that.
I would feel gross being the dude to do that.
I like how you're basically admitting you want to have it, but you don't want to be the person that does it, considering you know that it's not a nice thing.
Want to be caught red-handed.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I'll buy it, and then I will use the free digital version somebody uploads, but I won't be the dude to upload it. No.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
That'll do it for news. Let's do some questions. If you want to send a question in, you can do so at topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter, the Facebook group, the Discord channel, and John's P.O. Box. This first one comes from Jerichos. Oh, it's a question mostly for me. With how much you love Burnout, have you had a chance to play Onrush yet? I've been wanting to play it myself since it seems to channel the high-speed carnage feeling of Burnout, but I just haven't had the time, so I'm wondering if any of you have. I haven't. Have you guys heard of Onrush?
Yeah, I've been watching my friend Homer play it, and it looks fucking dope. It looks really good.
It looks really good. I'm definitely interested. The only reason I haven't is it's just kind of far enough past its release that it's like, well, I can wait for it to like actually go on sale.
And it's not cheap either. It's like a full price.
Well, actually, down here for whatever reason, it's always $10 off. That is a $50 game.
Oh, all right.
I don't know why, but as far as I'm looking at it, it's just been $50 the whole time. So I've just been playing other stuff right now, so I can I can wait for it to drop a bit more. But that game does look very cool. I've been interested.
Yeah, totally. I'll grab the next question.
All right.
Eduardo wrote in and asked, what game has the best sprite animation? Best sprite animation.
Ooh.
I feel like there's an answer I'm just never going to think of here.
I'm just trying. I was going to say Guilty Gear, but there's definitely better than Guilty Gear now.
Yeah, like a lot of... That has to be the thing for the indie devs that do sprite-based games now, right? Is they have to actually make it look good.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing for Owlboy
really nice.
that was good. I thought Owlboy's animation and just looked really good.
Owlboy looks very good. I said Dead Cells in case that got
Yeah,
taken
Dead
out.
Cells is very good. You're right. That's a good one. There's like an obvious answer I'm not thinking of that I'm going to kick
Shaq
myself.
Fu.
Shaq Fu, yep.
V.
Yep, for sure. He has a second part of the question here. What is considered a good sale for a game on Steam, an okay sale, and a weak sale?
I feel like this is so subjective.
So, I think a weak sale is anything 30% and lower. A okay sale is 40% to 80, and a good sale is 80 and higher.
Yeah, this is definitely subjective. I would have said a weak sale is like 10%. 10% is weak.
It
I'd
is.
say a good sale is like
Anything less than 30 is bad.
20 to 50.
For Steam
Anything
sales?
over 50 is great. That's my opinion.
Oh, I think I remember the answer to the Sprite question. Shantae.
Okay. Shantae's real good, yeah.
And same with the King of Fighters, like 13 and 14.
That's
Or
right.
sorry, 12 and 13. Those
Yep.
are exceptional.
Skullgirls has some really good
Yeah,
animation.
that's another good answer.
Is that Sprite? Are those sprites?
Yeah.
Oh, Skullgirls is probably the best then.
I think they're sprites, aren't they?
I don't actually know.
I don't know.
Yeah, of course they are. Third Strike sprites are fucking phenomenal, for sure,
Also,
as well.
a lot of fighting games is basically the
Fighting
answer.
games. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they are sprites. They're not 3D models like Guilty Gear, the latest Guilty Gear is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think a good sale for Steam sale is anything 80% or more.
Yeah, and mine was 50 or more.
I'm like under 20 is
Yeah, it's
20
not
to
even
40
worth it.
is good, and then 50 plus is great.
Okay. All right, John, you got this next from James.
James writes in and says, I really like playing games that have a good story, even if gameplay is subpar. Right now, I think that game that has the best story for me was Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii, released in 2010. So my question to you is, what is the game that you think had the best story, regardless of gameplay, within the last decade? You can only choose games that are no older than 10 years old. This means new games are fine, just don't choose any games that were released before 2008. Bonus points if you each choose 2 games that are from 2 different consoles to add some variety.
Is the decade limiter because there's like something really good further back than that? Because I feel like stories are better nowadays.
I mean, I think they're saying like don't pick any Final Fantasy behind like 10.
I don't think I would
Basically.
pick Final Fantasy
Yeah, I don't think I would either,
ever.
just in general.
But 10 did have Blitzball, you know, the greatest story ever told.
Yeah, the underdog tale.
in a water tube.
Yeah.
I really like The Last of Us' story.
I'm gonna say Bayonetta, not because the story was told well, but because it just got really stupid.
Okay. Oh.
I mean, if you're going that route, then I can say like a bunch of stuff, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
you
the
can
problem
put
is
Final
like I
Fantasy
don't.
on there.
There's not many games that I just like for their story.
Yeah.
I love stories in games. I enjoyed Life is Strange quite a bit. The first season of Walking Dead I liked a lot,
Uh-huh.
and again, Last of Us, like I love that ending.
Yeah, like Sean, you've seen how far I played in Last of Us. I never touched it after that time you were at the apartment.
It's a good game. I'm looking forward to part 2.
I guess Persona 5, because that's probably the longest game that's been story-based that I've enjoyed in a while.
Okay.
Yakuza. I'll just say Yakuza.
Okay.
I really don't play as much story-based stuff as I used to.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Like, best story stuff, regardless of the mechanics, would have to be, for me anyway, probably, like, Life is Strange, even, like, David Cage games in their own way, because, like, that's what you go to them for.
But those stories are always terrible.
Yeah, those are not good
like,
stories.
Maybe the first 10 minutes of a David Cage game.
I would give you Bayonetta, like, levels of stupid.
Yeah.
But, like, are they?
Yep.
Because I play through them, and, like, it's not because I like how they play.
No, but you're telling me you went to Beyond because of its incredible storytelling?
No, I just had to see the train wreck.
Exactly. That's why you're playing. That's why you're going to them. You just asked me why you're going to them. That's why you're going to them.
Yeah. Best story regardless of gameplay. Like,
oh crap! You just said we just said Life is Strange. I played Captain Spirit this week.
How was it?
I enjoyed it. It's a little slow, because it's basically just like a checklist that you're kind of doing. This is not my answer for best story in a game, by the way.
okay, yeah, fair.
I just wanted to mention that because I won't talk about it next week. It's a bit slow. It's like a checklist you're doing. You're hanging out as Chris. It's a lot of just kind of character development. You learning who Chris is and kind of seeing his like home life with his like alcoholic father. I'm glad it was free. I might have paid like a couple bucks for this, but anything over $5, I probably would have been like, this is a bit steep for what you're asking. But yeah, that's like a 90-minute kind of just fun intro. Like I think it was a cool thing that they put out there. If you're looking forward to Life is Strange 2, I'd probably recommend it, especially because it says stuff ties into Life is Strange 2, like decisions you made.
Fair enough. I don't know. This is just a weird question because I like different stories for different things. So I'll just say Life is Strange, and we'll continue on, even though I don't think that's the best written story.
Well, it's also hard because like you can like stories for different reasons. Like obviously you can like super crazy stories, like Asura's Wrath. I'm a fan of that because the story goes off the chain. But I'm not gonna say like it's a good quality story, right?
I don't know. The story doesn't necessarily need to be well written to be good. It just needs to be entertaining.
Well, no,
okay, then Heavy Rain wins for me. Period.
That's what I'm saying. Is there's different ways you could say what's good.
Exactly.
So if I'm actually saying like what's a quality story, like I don't, for lack of a better word, like a book, like a Oscar worthy. That's obviously not the descriptors I want to use, but I'm just trying to say like what's closer to art. I would I'm putting it towards the more grounded kind of stuff. Even though I'll put Last of Us and Walking Dead Season 1 in there. But that's not to say like
Walking Dead Season 1 was good. Like
yeah, right? Like,
but I mean, like again, that's the thing that thing is made to do. So it better be, otherwise it's garbage. Like that's why this question is kind of hard, because different stories are either good or bad for different reasons. And I kind of hold all story games.
That's why he's asking each of us.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Was there anything else?
Actually, I want to mention another one that I was super into. Gone Home. I love the story in that one.
See, but the thing about that one is I hated the main story. The good story in that was the one that you like put together about the mom and cheating on the dad, because the dad was like a has-been author that couldn't handle like being unemployed. Who cares about the sister? That stuff sucked.
I cared deeply.
Okay, well, it sucked for me.
I'm that person.
So
okay,
but you're right. There is a story in there.
I really like that story.
Is really good.
I think I'm next then. Mage writes a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to hear your thoughts about voice acting in video games. Do you think modern games should always include voice acting, or any other general thoughts about voice acting?
I would like it.
It's not always necessary, and it depends on how good or bad it is.
Yeah, there's that.
I don't think they should always have voice acting. No.
I mean, I would like it because I'm lazy, but it doesn't have. They don't have to always know.
Well, I also know me personally. Half the time, I'm reading faster than they're speaking, so I'm skipping ahead anyway.
There's truth to that for sure.
There's also a lot of games that I have like on mute if it's a portable game, so I don't hear it anyway.
That's true too. Yeah.
Second question: what are some video games you like that have okay voice acting that's still a good experience, voice acting wise, not gameplay, cheesy stuff like Metal Wolf Chaos?
Resident Evil is my favorite series. Do I need to go any further?
Yeah.
It has okay.
So I mean, I would have said Metal Wolf Chaos, but they already said it. So.
Yeah. I really, really like David Hayter as Snake. Just hamming it up is really good.
Oh, sure. That's a good one. Yeah.
He's in Bomberman now. They added him into Bomberman twice.
Saw that.
Great.
2 different snakes, right?
Yeah.
And,
Big Boss Snake and Solid Snake.
Okay.
Wasn't one of them... I thought one of them was like Naked Snake.
Well, that is Big Boss Snake.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you're right. I saw Xavier Woods is also in there now.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
weird.
Yeah, all right.
What are some games you can think of that just have really bad voice acting? The kind that just bring down the entire experience. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is Arc Rise Fantasia, and to an extent, Mega Man X4 and X7.
He named the games!
Those don't bring down the experience, they bring them up!
Yeah.
I love X4's voice acting. That's the
Dr.
best part about
Wily.
it. That's Mega Man 8, but yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Wily is the best thing ever made. I really, really think Dante in Devil May Cry 1 had some moments he maybe shouldn't have had. Really whiny in a way that was like character breaking for me, but that's also something I kind of love about that game too.
The one that jumped to my mind was like Titus and his laugh.
Yeah, but that scene's meant to be bad on purpose, so that's tough to justify.
Is it?
Yeah, it's actually meant to be bad on purpose, which sucks.
I don't know, man.
It kills the joke a bit.
Okay, I think the best answer for this one, and he's talking about bringing down the experience, and it definitely brings it up, is just all of the audio from Deadly Premonition.
Yeah.
That's my answer. Because that game is just a mess, sound-wise, and other reasons, but...
I'm trying to think of a game where the voice acting brings down the experience. And usually if it's bad and doesn't fit, it like personally brings it up for me.
Yeah, that's my problem too. Like it's like that's like a perk. There's there's such a thing as so bad it's good.
I guess it depends on like how like serious the game is or the moment is, which would do it for me. Like,
you know what? I have an answer. Kingdom Hearts 3. Fucking hate the voice acting they've shown in those trailers. I think it's awful.
You know what? I was actually thinking the same thing, because I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts, but when I was seeing those trailers, there's that one blonde chick with like the really squeaky voice, and I was like, this doesn't look like it matches at all.
Okay. I will say that I don't like that they replaced Chie's voice actor for Persona, because I hate that new voice completely. I just can't stand it. I will say that.
Okay.
Hayes AC on Twitter wrote in and said, if you have to get knuckle tattoos on your knuckles, not shitty friend of Sonic, what would the tattoos spell? It should be an 8-letter word or 2 4-letter words to cover all your knuckles. My idea would be let's play.
That's a very bad, that's a shitty knuckle tattoo.
You're gonna get shanked in prison, bro, with that tattoo.
Let's play sounds like something that Jared Leto's Joker would have tattooed on his knuckles.
Yeah, kind of.
I'll have hand on one hand and foot on the other. Done.
Foot.
Okay.
God, I don't want knuckle tattoos.
I mean, that's the other
right.
thing. I wouldn't actually do that.
But this is, you have to get knuckle tattoos.
I know I have to.
If you were forced at gunpoint and had to come up with something.
I like
Sean
Homer's in the
and
chat.
then Sean backwards.
Yep. Sean Nays, basically.
Someone put down yes, Homer, which is pretty funny.
Oh, this is so dumb. I can't think of like anything
Kick
I would
spelled without a C,
Uh-huh.
and then you're spelled UR,
Yeah.
and then ass, but with $2 instead of S's.
I think it's the $signs that make it. Yeah.
Someone put down Prot John, which is only 7 characters. They did, however, put a period afterwards, so maybe they really want you to have a period afterwards.
There you go.
I'm not sure.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Yep. All right, John, you're up.
All right. Next one comes to us from Steven. What's your favorite racing game? I want to try some new games, and I'm looking for suggestions. Burnout Revenge specifically.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Driver San Francisco.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Driving
Mhm.
San Francisco.
That game's very good. In fact, I should play that game again. And for those who don't know, that's the game where you're a ghost.
Yeah.
And you can like switch bodies mid-race. So if you're like not doing so hot, you can transfer into the body of a driver going the other way and then just ram into your opponent and then get back in a car going the right way. And it took me a while to realize that because I started losing a bunch, and then I realized that's why they're putting so many like semis on these roads.
Yep.
Maybe that's the best story in games.
It could be.
Because the whole time he's like watching like a sitcom, and then his like spirit is in the sitcom. God, that game's so dumb. It's so good. It's just so good.
I still really like the original Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Oh yeah,
That was a good time.
Bolt On Wonder Kid,
Yeah.
Razor Callahan.
The problem is
Bring it
that that's
back.
all nostalgia glasses, because replaying it, like, it doesn't handle well at all. But, like, for its time.
Played so much of Most Wanted.
Yeah. It's the one I played most of. And then, like, to the point, this is how good that one game was. I never cared about Need for Speed until that game. Then I played the shit out of it, and I continuously try every Need for Speed game that comes out to see if they recaptured it, and they haven't.
Sure.
So,
There's been some good ones.
yeah.
Was it Rivals? What was the one close to launch? I think it was Rivals. That one was pretty good. What was the one where there was like, it was like cops and robbers the whole time? Payback? maybe?
Payback? Yeah, that was the one that was basically Fast and Furious, or was supposed to be.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of then. Because I know there
Hot
was one that was
Pursuit.
super like that.
This is the one
No,
I
I think
played a lot
I think he's
of.
just thinking of straight up Need for Speed.
No,
It was
that's,
just
that's definitely not what I'm thinking of. It's not Payback that I'm thinking of. Let me look at Wikipedia real quick.
Then they
There was
redid a
Rivals.
they
Hot
did
Pursuit.
another
I'm
Most
thinking of
Wanted.
Hot Pursuit.
Yeah, Hot
Oh.
Pursuit.
2010.
That's
that
the
one was
one.
a lot of fun.
That one was excellent.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
It still didn't
Thank you very-
capture it, though. It wasn't the same, but it was good.
I mean, they're never gonna capture Razor
No.
Callahan.
I know. I tried that other Need for Speed that came out, not like the last one, but the one before that had FMV scenes in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because-
I
that was
think that was
Payback.
just Need for Speed.
Or it was Need
That
for
was,
Speed. I don't
that
know.
was just Need for Speed, yeah. And it was because it's part of the EA Access Vault. So if
Okay.
you pay that monthly thing, you can just download it. And that thing's stupid, but not in the way that, not in like the good way. The FMV scenes are still like, they're bad, but in a way that isn't maybe at all knowing. It's like they're trying to be a movie. So it's kind of like a different type of bad. And the driving part itself is just like lackluster in general. So it's kind of a bummer.
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna
it's
take
close.
this. I'm gonna spin this a little bit of a different way. I'm gonna say Speedrunners.
Speedrunners is real
Ooh,
good.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a very good racing game. I've had a lot of good couch, like local multiplayer sessions with that game.
Mega Man X is a good racing game to race against your friends. We're just gonna go down this route.
You're right. My favorite racing game is Tetris.
Yep, that's a good one. Yep.
Sonic R.
Okay, so like legit, the Sonic racing games are real fun.
Oh, like All-Star Racing?
Yeah.
Those are fantastic.
Yeah, they're really
fantastic. Like I was just playing through Transformed the last week or two. The level designs are just so good. Like it is so much fun.
They're fun, for sure.
Spy Gadget writes, do you guys feel like certain genres are overdone in the indie space of gaming? I remember one of my friends brought up how many indies seem to be Metroidvanias or roguelikes.
Give me all the Metroidvanias. I'm not at burnout point on that yet.
Yeah, I'm not really either, because it's one of my favorite. Yes, but I think that's because, like, right now, if we notice that Metroidvanias are coming out a lot right now, the indies that are starting to make games right now are seeing that, and they're like, we're gonna try something different. And then they all pick a different style, so in 5 years it'll be that thing that there's.
So there's waves, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there's waves of it for sure. That being said, just in general, 2D platformers are the easiest thing for one dude to make by himself in his basement. So that's why there's a lot of those.
Sure. I never really feel like there's just too much of something, because usually like the real good ones will kind of rise to the top. And they'll kind of like learn or take things from the others. So then they're usually like, they really stand out. And then it's like, wow, this game's great.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I usually feel about that.
Yeah. If anything, I think the thing that burns me up more is just the art style stuff of just like every game looking the same, to the point where I just like gloss over ones that might be really good or have a thing that's really good about it. And then
like pixel art.
Yeah, and then in that case, I'm just kind of relying on somebody else who tries every game or gets codes for every game or whatever to tell me, no, this one is actually the special one, and then I'll try that out and be like, oh yeah, it's actually really good. But
sure.
Yeah, there's a problem when they all kind of look the same, that you're just like, well, I just tried the one that looks different, judging books by their cover and all that sort of thing.
All right, Paul, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just looking where we are. Final Insanity wrote and asked, you guys have any advice for eating better? Semi-related, because food healing deadly wounds seems to be prominent. Oh, that's a different question. Okay, I see. So, advice for eating better. Go to the grocery store and go...
As he eats a potato chip.
Yeah. When you go to the grocery store for your groceries, go around the perimeter. Don't go inside.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
For everything, and then go inside for like the little things you need, like spices and coffees and shit, whatever, like that sort of stuff. But like, you just have to do it if you really want to do it. It's the thing. Don't eat out.
So I have a few tips, because I eat pretty healthy.
Mm-hmm.
The perimeter one, definitely, that's where most of your food should come from. I would say cut out things slowly. Don't just go like, say, all of a sudden I'm going to throw everything out and eat completely healthy. You know, you're not going to be able to do it. It's going to be too much of a change. So just maybe say like, hey, from now on, I'm not going to eat like chocolate. And then maybe a few months later, I'm going to now eat less chips. You know, slowly kind of wean yourself off. It'll be a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
And then the big one is just like, don't have that stuff in your house.
Right.
Because if you don't buy it in the first place, then your desire to like go out and get it is going to be a lot less. And if it's not in the house, it's so easy to just get something else. Those are kind of my tips for it. And I think an easy one is, you know, find healthy stuff that you do like, which can be hard. I definitely get it, but I mean, there's definitely stuff out there.
Mm-hmm. He does have a second part of the question, which I almost read as the first part as well. Semi-related, an actual video game question. What's your favorite healing item in any video game?
Pizza?
Pizza's pretty good. Yeah.
Pizza is pretty good.
Wall chicken?
Wall chicken's up there, just breaking down a wall to find it.
Yep.
What's it doing there? Who put this chicken here?
What you doing there? Why are you there?
Who put this like totally fine chicken in this wall?
Favorite healing item?
That's what I'm trying to think of now.
I like healing
Phoenix
items.
Down, just because of the name.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
When that was revealed to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
In the same vein as Wall Chicken, Garbage Chicken from like Final Fight and Streets of Rage.
Okay.
Crack Pipe from Postal 2 is such a good answer. Oh, that's good. Yeah. A med kit, because they usually heal you fully, where bandages will not. That's
Sure.
Just a trope.
All right, John, you got this one from Kalman.
Yep. Kalman writes in and says, which game developer would you most like to meet for a chat over coffee, assuming you can understand the language if they are not native English speakers? Kojima.
That's a good answer. I was going to say Swery.
Yeah.
Really good answer.
I think he'd be interesting.
I want to change it, though, from like having coffee with them is to like watch a movie that they pick.
Yeah.
With them.
I'd also willingly pick Suda 51.
Sure.
See, I would switch coffee to have like alcoholic drinks with, because that's when people really let go and tell you things.
I can see that.
I'm trying to think of like, there's so many people I would want to talk to, not because I like admire them, but because I want to know like what the fuck they were thinking. And in that regard, I'm trying to remember his name. Fable dude, the dude who lies about everything.
Peter
Molyneux.
I want to know what's in Peter Molyneux's head. I want to know what that dude's about.
God, I would be so intimidated because I would just feel so dumb.
Why?
I would feel like that he's just talking down to me the whole time. Like, I'm probably boring the hell out of you.
Get a few drinks in him. That'll go out the window.
That's
Ask him about Milo.
Because we kept doing Japanese developers, because it doesn't seem like we have a lot of like American or I guess British like soul characters that kind of stand out like we have in Japan.
Yeah.
The only ones I can think of over here are like Cliff Bleszinski.
Dude, fuck Cliff Bleszinski. David Cage. Oh man, that is not a guy.
David Cage when you said Peter Molyneux. Yeah.
That's not a guy I want to talk to.
I don't really want to hang out with David Cage though.
No, I really don't.
Especially with all those like workplace allegation stuff. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I mean, there are indie game developers. You know what? It's true. There are some indie developers that
actually, that's true. Yeah, those ones definitely stick out to me more. Someone did say Yoko Taro in the chat, which that's definitely interesting for me as well.
That's also a good answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tenmar says Amaze Sean isn't praising Tim Schafer. I would love to hang out with Tim Schafer. I actually have chatted with him before at a Double Fine party at PAX. But Tim Schafer seems like a total fun dude. That would be great to do that for sure. Someone would say Notch too. I don't know. I would not want to hang out with Notch. His Twitter account saying toxic.
I think he burned his goodwill.
Yeah, he does not seem great.
He might give you money though. He has a lot of that.
I don't think he's gonna give me money.
I don't think that's how that works, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like some indie devs. Kristen Love, she seems real cool. And I'm just blanking on indie devs right now. Mike Bithell, he seems like a cool guy too.
Right.
Anyway, there's a bunch of white people, I guess.
A bunch of white people. It's also the name of our new podcast coming soon.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure this is a joke on Twitter. A group of people doing a group of white men is called a podcast.
That sounds about right.
That's a good one.
All right, last question. I think it's me, right? John just went, so it's me.
There's two more questions.
Oh,
okay. I was about to say VGC Kenny writes in a lot. but that's not the case. So my question is: is Super Smash Bros. 1 a good game still, or has it aged too much?
Mario Bros.
Well, no, this was my question. I was asking this to you guys. Hey,
okay, my bad. Okay, fine.
I'm so confused. Yeah. What?
BGC Kenny writes, so my question is: Super Mario Bros. 1 a good game still, or has it aged too much? I guess my question is more about old games in general. But Super Mario Bros. 1 is a classic, so I figured it's a good jumping off point for this discussion. So wait, did this go from is Super Mario Bros. 1 good to are old games good?
I mean, kind of. Bit.
Yeah.
So my answer
two very different questions.
Is that
yeah, because the second one's very subjective. The first one,
I think they're both subjective.
I mean, yeah, but
my answer
one is more
is
so than the other.
It's a case-by-case basis for the second question, because some games are still good that are old, and some are not.
Exactly. So. But anyways, us three, do you guys think Super Mario Bros. 1 is good or not?
Still. Yeah, it's still fine.
The problem is, I know the sequels are better. That's the problem I have right now.
That's true.
I think Mario 1 kind of handles
I think you have to look at it in a vacuum.
Yeah. At the time, I thought it was great, but like after having played Mario 3, it's like, no, you can stay back there now.
Yeah, and maybe that's kind of where he's going with this. Is our old games bad? I guess you got to think, if you were playing Mario 1, would you be having a bad time?
No.
I don't think so.
That's actually a way simpler way. Yeah.
Yeah, from that perspective, sure.
But yeah, looking at it not in a vacuum is definitely worthwhile too, because like if I was going to recommend a Mario game to it, I wouldn't recommend Mario 1.
Totally. Yeah.
Because like, why would I? I could be having a better time.
Yeah.
And anyway, the more general one, are old games bad?
It depends.
That's subjective. Depends entirely on the game. Some aged great, some aged terribly.
And it depends on your nostalgia level, too.
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
All bad.
Yeah,
Every game is terrible. Games have to be a week old or I'll never touch them again.
I only play new games. They can't be a day old.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. John says maybe. Sean, you say yes, they're bad. I'll say no, they are not bad. They're all good.
Oh, good lord.
There.
That's a dangerous statement, Paul. That's a dangerous statement.
The whole spectrum is now covered.
That's a dangerous-ass statement.
It'll never come back to bite me.
Another way to look at this is I'm saying games are improving every day. Paul is saying games are getting worse every day. And John is saying games have not changed ever.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like that's actually a proper statement.
Games are still games is a proper statement.
Games are games, man. That's the name of my new podcast.
Games are games, man.
All right, Paul, with this last one.
Senran Kagura Weeb wrote, recently Sony has denied the Western release of the fan service game Omega Labyrinth, despite the fact both PEGI and ESRB ratings rated the game's 18 and M. The game was fully localized, ready to ship for this to happen. Is this fair to cancel a game despite this being far in? And is Sony taking it too far for them personally canceling the releasing? For them personally canceling the release despite being both approved by major ratings board? I mean, no. Sony can decide what they put on their platform. Period.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is.
But so here's the discussion that's been happening around this game is that the company probably paid like a tons of fees to Sony and getting like the thing tested and put through. Right. And Sony seemed like it was fine with releasing up until like I think a week or two before the game was slated to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. So it's possible that there was already like physical copies of the game made and everything, and suddenly they just had to stop it outright.
Have they said why?
No, I assume it's because of the content of the game. From what I've been reading up on the game, it's a dungeon crawler where you're a high school student, and when you're leveling up in the dungeons, your boobs get bigger, and that's the whole point.
Finally, dungeon crawling I can get behind. Anyway,
so I'm assuming it's because of the creep factor. I assume that's why they canceled. But the fact that they let it go that long is really suspicious.
So, okay, for Sony to cancel it, no, that's totally fine for me because they can make that decision. The fact that they didn't know what they said yes to is really weird to me. That's like bad business.
There's definitely something does not seem right here.
Yeah.
Because if it passed both ESRB and PEGI, then it should have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me think like there was a different reason involved.
Yeah.
The game I think about is that NBA Live that like shipped to stores, and they basically said like, no, this cannot go out, and they just canceled it before it was like sold because it was so broken. Do you guys remember that? I forget which live it was.
That was 2011, 2012. We were working at EB at the time. I remember hearing about this. Our store never got it.
No way. There's no way we were working there at the time.
Maybe that was just when
Well, 2011, 2012, I was not working there anymore.
NBA Live version.
Because I would definitely have remembered if it like came in when we had it. But either way, yeah, that game came like it was shipped to stores, and then they said no, don't sell it, send them back.
NBA Live 13.
So that would have been 2012, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was so broken. So maybe that was something similar with this one. I don't know, but that just made me think of that little story.
Yeah, that's probably the most likely thing. Like, there was a game-breaking bug that they couldn't fix, and they just didn't want to deal with it.
However, now that I'm rereading this question, they're mentioning this was just the Western release, so you would think that they fixed all their bugs, or it was just a really buggy game in Japan.
Well, Western and European. PEGI is the European board.
Right. But my point is, like, they did release it somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. But sometimes you got to move on. Mm-hmm. All right, that's it for questions. If people want to send in questions next week, Paul, how can they do it?
topdownperspective@gmail.com, Facebook, which actually one of the questions we read this week was actually from Facebook, facebook.com/topdownperspective, TDP Podcast on Twitter, and the Discord are the best ways, and you can also send your snail mail to John's P.O. Box.
Yep.
All right, and last minute stuff for our Patreon. Sonic Adventure 2 won for July.
Great.
So we'll play that for you guys.
Thanks, y'all.
Sent us. Hey, thanks for the money.
Thanks for the money.
Thanks for keeping the podcast lights on, and we'll play this crappy game for you. Why are people groaning so much? I don't know enough about this game.
I just don't like 3D Sonic games. So.
I just don't like Sonic Adventure 2.
I just don't like Sonic. But it seemed like this game specifically.
I like how we just kind of like progressively stepped up on that.
Yeah.
Because I played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube a long time ago as a dumb kid, and I thought it was fun. But maybe I was just super dumb. I mean,
I played the game as recently as half a year ago.
Oh,
I'm just like, I don't want to touch this again.
Okay. It does have that Escape from the City song.
I mean, that's the good part. The music's great. Like, the music from a Sonic game is like 9 times out of 10 great.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I mean, sure. That's something you could say. Our Rage podcast, which was supposed to be this week, is getting pushed to next week because Paul is leaving right after the show. So we'll actually be doing it in person, as well as next week's show. We'll be doing it in person since I will be up there, which that's always fun to do.
We just need to figure out where we're doing it.
That's true.
And what time and day. We need to figure everything out. But
yeah, we got to figure out a lot of things.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But anyways, that should be fun. So if you're excited about our Rage thoughts, you have to wait one more week. But yeah, anyways, that does it for the show. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Everybody.
Bye.